Greetings everyone, this is Rusty Dog, and I thought that before the beta was taken away from us tomorrow that I would very quickly, I think, just engineer one more ship. I've been wanting to do it. I was going to do it on my previous stream. I had kind of intentions in the back of my mind to do this, but never did. So here we are then with my racing courier, Laughing Gravy, which we did make reference to in the stream. Somebody actually guessed that this was the name of my ship, and yeah, to their surprise they were quite right. So this is my racing courier, and I'm just here to find out whether the new engineers can make it any quicker. So we're gonna refuel because I want proper stats on this thing. Not quite sure where that came from. Now, it does have a shield. So you might be thinking, well, if you took the shield off, you'd go quicker. But you don't, because I've reached some kind of, how would you say, critical mass, probably. Let's take a look in outfitting. So my boost speed is currently 790 meters per second, and the top speed is 582. Now, whether I got a really good roll in the old engineers or not, I don't know. But you'll see the total mass of the ship is 72.1. Maybe that's the critical thing to try and get my speed up. So we're going to try and see if we can do this. So I'm just going to show you. If I go to optionals and I go to the shield generator and I click on cell, you'll see that my jump range increases and my power decreases. Okay, but my speed is completely untouched. It does not go any further up. I've lost 2 tons. So that's my theory out the water, that less mass is going to make the faster ship. It's quite simply that no matter what I do, even if I lighten the ship, for some reason, maybe somebody can explain this to me, why it is if the ship is lighter, the jump range, well, the jump range is neither here nor there, but if the ship is now made lighter, that this is just not increasing by anything. So I think I've just reached some kind of critical mass. So this is my ship. Yes, it has cargo, because cargo racks don't weigh anything until you put something in. Same with the autofill maintenance unit. It doesn't weigh anything until you put, well, no, you can't put something in an autofill maintenance unit. It doesn't have a mass, is what I'm saying. Okay, so massless, 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 and massless. Fuel scoop, massless. So, yeah, absolutely fine. The only thing that has a mass is this, of 2 tons. And as you saw, if we take those 2 tons away, speed is not affected. Whether that changes in the new engineers, we're going to have to have a look. We'll have to have a look. So I think the only thing I'm going to need to be changing here is the thrusters. Oh, that's not what I wanted to show you. Of course, there's no hard points. There's nothing on this because it's just going to add weight. There's nothing. So core is lightweight alloys. The modification here is lightweight armor. Gives me the hull boost. But anyway, we'll be taking a look at this. Anything that can take off, or increase speed. So I've got enhanced performance thrusters. Something's wrong here because these are modified, but the nut isn't showing. So I'm going to have to just screenshot that so I can show the FDev that on the enhanced performance thrusters, the word thrusters is not appearing. Everything's been shoved down a line, and it's, of course, because the word thrusters isn't there, the little nut isn't at the end of the word. So there's some issue there. That's all that is. Frame shift drive, maybe we can strip that I don't know whether we can. Can you have a strip thing on that? Well, we'll take a look. Power distributor, might be able to strip that down. The mod on that one at the moment is engine focused. if we can do a strip or a mass manager on that, or whatever. I can't remember exactly what the mods are, but we will go through them all. Can you drag drive the enhanced thrusters? That's the question. Well, all these questions and more are going to be answered shortly. So I'm just going to write down from memory, 582 top speed, 790 boost. Getting into the 800s would be nice. I've done that with my Eagle, Imperial Eagle racing ship, which I don't really use a lot. The Eagle racing ship that I did was just an experiment to see what I could do, like a project. It's not one I was going to really be using. I do prefer the Courier. Don't know why, I just do. I prefer it. Right, in we go then. Let's go check it all out. Right, engines, dirty drive tuning, legacies. We've got to... Right. We've got to start converting these. And I've got 67 irons at the moment. So thrusters is going to be one of the main ones. So let's do that first. So we convert, which drops us down to 4 going straight into 5. What is our speed? It doesn't tell us here, does it? Of course it doesn't tell us. Let's jump out. Let's have a look, see what that's done. What? My top and boost speed have gone up, and I still... My total mass is 72.3. Is that what it was before? Was it? I thought it was 72.1. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, so it's gone from 582 to 596, and the boost has gone from 790 to 809, and I haven't even gone up grade 5 yet, and I haven't even put the drag drives on yet. Oof. So I guess I have my answer. Grade 4 gives me 800. Should I put the drag drives on now? Nah, let's go through it. Come on, let's go through it. I am going to lose a bit more optimal mass here. The problem is, if I get to the... This is an issue with engineering. If I get to the end of grade 5, and that optimal mass has done more damage than good, let's say it does. It probably won't, but let's say it does. I might think to myself, I prefer being back at grade 4. There should be a little X here that I can just delete that and go back to 4, but you can't. You have to do this all again. You have to remove the mod and do the whole thing all over again from 1 to 4. So that's a little bit of a complaint there. Let's generate it up and see where we go. Yes, we're going to lose 13% optimal mass. So that's it. I'm going to leave it there. And we're going to take a look in outfitting and see if it's gone up or down. Okay, it is going up. Now my top speed is 607. This is going to get crazy. This is going to get nuts. Now I'm wondering whether I can hit 900 meters per second. Because I've got to put the drag on yet. I'm thinking about maybe 840, 850 on this, perhaps. Because it's a racing ship, the thrusters are one of the most important components, and therefore we have to take it through to completion. And as you can see, it has completed numbers wise, but the circle hasn't closed. This is something Frontier said they were going to fix. Not sure whether that's classed as a fix, but we'll stick another one on there. No, I'm just wasting iron now by pushing that. I'm not going to get any further. Alright, before we put the experimental effect on, let's go into outfitting and see. 851, guys. This ship's not going to be controllable, you know that, right? The top speed is... coming into the engineer station here, I knew that as soon as the glide exited, and I did the docking permission, I knew not to hit boost, because if I hit boost, I would just plow, even though I was, what, 7.8 kilometers out. I knew that if I hit boost, I would plow into the engineer's base in seconds. So I didn't boost. I just used my maneuvering thrusters, with so you know, just using the top speed. And even then, I completely overshot the landing pad, which was 7 kilometers away. I completely overshot it. It was just too fast. So now, this is just going to be crazy, 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 crazy. Oh. So 8:51. All right. So I don't want to be here. I want to be here. All right, engines then. And there might be some trimming we can do on the other mods as well. So we're not quite done yet. So experimental. Strip down will take some mass off. I'd like to have a look at that, because drag drives are going to increase the thermal load, which, let's face it, isn't really an issue. So for experimental reasons, let's go strip down. Now we've taken some mass off the ship. Have we changed the speed? No, you see? We've taken a little bit of mass off, but the speeds haven't changed. It's kind of that critical mass thing or whatever. That's what I call it. Right, anyway, let's go into experimental. Okay, and the one we were going to go with, which is the drag drives, which gives us another 6.4%. All right. Where are we now? Ultimate speed, perhaps? God. I'll be honest, I didn't think we were going to get that much of an increase over the previous. I had no idea it was going to be anything like this. 885 meters per second. It's almost doing, we'll probably get it to 890, but it's almost doing another 100 meters per second. This ship is crazy. It's going to be uncatchable unless you have similar ships. Well, it won't be uncatchable with the new engineers, will it? Because people will have similar ships. So, but if I make it the fastest it can be, then it's not that it will be uncatchable, but it could be that it's matchable. Matchable but not uncatchable. Let's go to sell the shields now. You see that it doesn't affect it. Gives me a nice jump range though, 1420. It's not too bad on a ship like this, but on a ship like this, you know, considering it is stripped down, 13.73 jump range is a pretty handsome amount, I would say. So I want to, before I, well, I'm going to have to actually, let me just take a look in here. Apply a modification to unlock. Okay. So, faster boot sequence, optimize mass is better, optimize mass is better. Let me just generate one. You see, I've just been conned because it said generate one to unlock an experimental effect. It didn't tell me that there weren't any. Has it affected the speed of the ship? Because if not, I don't mind having that little bit of extra jump range. And it hasn't affected the speed of the ship at all. If I keep pushing, it probably will. But right now, I've got 15.6. So I don't mind coming in here and checking every time I do this. So if we go for a stage 2 increase, okay, and push that a bit more. Let's go back. I don't want to affect my speed at all, and it still isn't. Now my jump range is 16.7. So let's keep pushing it. Because the mass of the module is changing, but it's not affecting my top speed. So we're gonna, this is, the FSD is not something I expected to be changing. Let's stop there. We might even be able to go all the way on this. And even if it changes it to 884, okay, in return for a massive jump range, I think it's a very worthwhile trade-off. So I am willing to shave, you know, a meter per second. It might not give me ultimate figures, but as a more usable ship, it'll make it a more usable ship. So let's just go through all the way on this. Man, we're gonna have some amazing ships in the beta. Just keeping an eye on that number, 130.3. So 2 more, I reckon. Oh no, has it done it? Yeah, see, it's completed it, and this is available. You see? What the hell? Oh, none. Right, okay. Sorry, I do apologize. I got mixed up before. None, yeah, my brain decoded that into none, like there isn't any. You're not getting any, sorry. So we go to Mass Manager. Oops, did I actually put that on? I did. Why does it say none then? Oh, I know why, because the engineers have bugged out! What is my jump range? 20.5. Right, we need to go to Engineers and click on back. And let's see how much we've been nerfed all the way. Thank you. So again, bugged. Wasting iron. The experimental effect is there though. Come on. I don't think I want to take this to completion because that's where it tends to bug out sometimes. Mod completed, and we have a Mass Manager on there. Okay, now let's go back and see where we are. So my boost speeds and my top speeds are not affected in the slightest, and my jump range has gone from 13 up to 21.92. Wow. Power DISB. Right, at the moment we have a grade 3 engine focus. The reason for that is to keep my ability to boost all the time. I haven't taken it too far because every time I do, I'm losing, well, I'm not losing mass anymore, so I can go all the way on this one. I'm losing recharge. So I don't want to push it too much. And even though I'm 2 grades in, I don't get the experimental effect until I do at least 1 roll on the new engineers. So let's generate that. Not quite sure what it was before, but let's generate another one. I don't feel the need to go all the way to grade 5, but let's pin an experimental on here. We're going to go to strip down. This takes the mass of the mod off, not necessarily the mass of the ship. It's probably not going to affect the speed at all. But let's just take a look. I don't want to be in here. The reason I don't want to go to grade 5 on this is it's already boosting extremely well. I can probably boost about, and I'm at 22 now because I've stripped it. But I'm already boosting really well on this ship. And the more I push it, the more I'm going to lose. For example, if I go to grade 4, I'm going to lose even more here. I don't have weapons so I don't need those recharging. I do have shields. Yeah, I'm going to lose on these even more when I don't really need to. I only need to push this as far as I need to. So I'm going to go out in the ship. Obviously we're going to test this ship, and we're going to see how much, if I can just keep hitting that boost button constantly. I don't mind if it runs out after 5 or 6 boosts. Maybe it can fill up quicker. I don't know. Why is it? Where? Experimental effect none. What's going on, guys? Why is it lit up there? Then when I hit 4, it's not lit up. I already chose it. Oh no, I didn't choose it. Okay, strip down. There we go. So we were saving mass even before putting the experimental effect on. I'm not quite sure why this is red. It's like saying you can't change another until you click here. But you can here. Okay, I think that's probably a bug as well. So we're just going to jump back out into outfitting. So now we've got a 22-26, and again tops and boosts not affected in the slightest. So hell of a jump range on this little thing, which is yeah, we've gone up almost 10 light years on the jump range, and we've increased the speed as as you know. So lightweight alloys, we have lightweight armor on this. Let's convert it. Right, before I do anything, I want to have a look back in outfitting. Okay, top speeds are the same. Oh, boosts. Right, 22-26 there on the jump. 22-26 on the jump, and we're going to armor. Well, there is a lightweight here, so it doesn't actually change anything, but it just changes my resistances, which is a good thing. It's not going to affect the mass at all, I don't think, but because it would tell me. But it is going to up my resistances of my shields, which I think is a good thing. So we can safely generate here, and it shouldn't adjust anything. And to be sure, let's pop into outfitting. No. Boost and top is staying the same, jump range is staying the same. So we can go all the way on this and not worry about those. And all I'm doing is increasing my resistances. That's all. Which is a handy little thing to do. We can go again. Up to grade 4 now. This is good because now I'm getting now I'm getting a lot more resistance than I had on my old one. I didn't go more than grade 1 before because, if I'm not mistaken, on the previous engineers, upgrading this did affect your mass. So this just gives me, in case I do come under fire, because I'm not going to have weapons of my own, but it just allows the ship to have a little bit more survivability. Obviously, it can still get killed quite easily with the right weapons, providing you can catch it. Do one more then? I think that's it. Go to experimental, and let's have a look. This gives me a nice hull boost. Takes the resistances down, but that gives me a nice hull boost. I think that would be a good one. So we'll purchase that. Right. So now we'll take a look. Everything unaffected. Everything that's important, top and boost and jump range, unaffected. I'm not quite sure what my shields were before, if I'm honest. It wasn't as good as 363. My thermal resistance is a bit naff, but you could fix that with shield boosters if you wanted to. I don't think I need to. Life support then. Lightweight life support grade 4. Okay. Well, let's go all the way on this then. Again, this is probably not going to change speeds, it's probably just going to change jump range. Because I'm guessing, because I'm not really sure, but if it said optimal mass, it might change my speeds of my ship, right? I think it's optimal mass that would do that. That was a wasted roll. So I am going to keep coming back to outbidding because I want to microanalyze this. Yeah, so we've gone up 0.01, which is not much, but it's something, and of course these are unchanged. Okay, I may have to go and get some more iron. Power plant, now then. Now then. Now then, now then, now then. This was untouched on my ship. My power usage is 74, so I could go with low emissions. Right, we'll just generate 1. Now we'll take a look. Now we're up at 77. Okay. That's because we've taken away some of the capacity of the thing, but we're still good. We are still good. Experimental. This is what I wanted, the strip down. This is also a good thing to go for on this ship. Integrity. 15% boost in case somebody wants to target your power plant. This is a good thing to help give it a little bit of a boost. But we're going to go with strip down. Now I don't need to go any further on that, because if I do, I'm going to get better heat efficiency for sure, but I'm going to keep losing power capacity. So I might just leave that at grade 1. I just wanted to strip down. Now I've got 2233, so it's still pushing that jump range, and it's not even an exploration ship. Yes, my power is up there now, but again, speed's unaffected, and my ship is 71.8 tons, so doing pretty well. AFMs, none, but we can shield it. All we lose is some power draw. We don't lose, it doesn't affect mass, but there are no experimentals. I'm going to leave that one alone. Sensors, lightweight. Now then. Now then, now then, now then, now then. Let's have a look at this. We can go straight into grade 5, so let's push this. I know we're running short of iron. Now there are no experimentals on this, so this will only really give me a little bit of a FSD boost again. But I'm getting a free meal. It's a free meal, really. It's a free lunch. Because I'm able to do this without affecting my speed. There we go. I'm not pushing it any further because the two numbers are matching and the circle hasn't closed. Again, something Frontier said that they'd fixed in beta 3, but clearly not. So, back into outputting. 2235 now, and once again. I can't imagine what it's going to be like boosting at 885. That could mean that my Imperial Eagle could come here and probably easily hit 900 meters per second. Right, where did we get to? We got to, oh, shield generator. Let's have a look here. Now I've got reinforced here. Let's take a look at our options. This one drops mass. Optimal hull mass. Not really sure I want to. You see, this one doesn't affect mass at all. What do we have as an experimental? Strip down. Yeah, we're going to go for strip down. And let's throw some stuff at it. Might as well go through the rest of the iron. I've just realised that I looked at my shield resistances earlier when I should have looked at my armour. Okay, we got no more iron left. The other thing is the fuel scoop, which is shielded, and there's no experimental, so I can't lightweight it. So I'm happy. I'm done here, I think. 2242. Okay, I've got no iron left. I can trade iron. So, why don't we test this thing? I have no weapons, so I don't need any pips there. So we can shove all the pips into shields and then up into engines. Oh my god. You know I'm gonna... Yeah, you know I'm probably gonna crash this, right? How it's gonna be like agility wise, I don't know. I want to test it on a dark surface. I want to test it on the light surface. What speed are we actually getting? 884. I'm just testing my boost, guys. Yeah, look, the capacitor's filling up and I'm mashing the boost key here. By the time that can boost again, I've already got... Oh, there we go. Well, I managed to get a good load of boosts in there. So maybe in a live build I would probably increase this a little bit further, because it's not going to affect anything else too much apart from my jump range. So yeah, I can go pretty far, and it's refilling the capacitor fairly well. I just wish I could take the capacitor power out of the weapons and strengthen the other two. You know, I've got capacitor power in weapons when I don't need any. So I'd like to be able to take that 33 1/3% out of weapons and strengthen the other two. Unfortunately, you cannot do that. So we're just going to whiz over to the light side of the planet. And the reason for that is because when you're at speed, going over a planet's surface is what will really enhance that feeling.
Mission objective detected.
This thing keeps coming up. I will check that out at some point, but it's not going to be happening anytime soon. Actually, it will have to happen. It will have to happen sometime soon. Because we're not going to have a beta tomorrow. Come on, give us the light side of the planet.
Orbital flight engaged.
Yeah, orbital flight's okay as long as I'm in that blue zone. Alright, there's the sun, so let's just jump over to the sun a little bit. Okay, it's starting to brighten up.
Orbital flight engaged.
Just keep it on the 0 and we'll gain a lot of speed. We might be okay now. Wow. Okay, we need to just pitch the nose up because it's coming in a little too fast. Actually, the engineer's base would have been a really good demonstration for that. For the boost, because when you boost past a structure, you can really notice the kind of speed you're getting. If you do it around a spaceport, again you're going to notice the incredible speed on this thing. I wish I could have made 890 just to say that I got another 100 meters per second, but I've actually got 95 meters per second more. So now the gravity on this planet is 0.6, so if I do scrape the ground with a wing or something like that, yeah, I could be in some serious trouble. Of course I want to keep pips into engines because that's where it's at. Right, I haven't even boosted yet, guys, and I'm already going faster than any other, apart from my Eagle, faster than any other ship I have in that can boost. No ship that I've got can boost past 652, apart from my Imperial Eagle, which is another racing ship, and I haven't even boosted yet. So let's get a bit further to the ground, a bit further down, therefore closer to the ground, and let's see where we are. Yeah, you see, you really do need points of reference here. This isn't really showing it up too well. There's no sense of scale on the ground. I wish I had an external camera, guys, but I don't because of the keys reconfiguring, so you could see the ship boost away from external. But I'll be doing this in the live build as well. It's going to take me a lot more time because obviously the material requirements will be different. You see, if I scrape that ground, I could be in some serious trouble. Should we try it? Ooh! I just wanted to see what the consequences would be. Shields held up with 2 pips. That's not bad at all, actually. Only 2 pips in the shields and I lost 1.5 shield rings. What would this be like with flight assist off, you know? Like the boost turn. So if I was to boost turn it, as you can see, I'm able to boost a lot.
Flight assist off.
Yeah, we can just do a complete. Whoa!
Flight assist.
We can just do a complete. Oh, jeez, I couldn't handle it. Yeah, we can just do a complete 360 in no time.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Honestly, it's like Top Gun training. It's just nuts. Right, let's bring the ship to all but a stop. Right, let's just yaw it. Now, for a ship that weighs something like an egg box, the Chieftain can still yaw a little bit quicker than this, if I'm not mistaken. Once it's been a little, you know, a little bit engineered. Pitch then. Let's put it on 0. Let's pitch it up. So it's not wow. It's not wow. Roll should be fairly fast, I would imagine. And I'm guessing, oh, I wouldn't want to do that in VR. I'm guessing if I throttle this up to cruising speed and then I pitch up, now it's going to be the fastest it can be, unless I boost. So we'll do it again with a boost. Yeah, the thing is, I'd already done half the turn by the time the boost kicked in. I have to hit the boost first and then pitch a second later maybe. Let's try again. So boost and then try and pitch it. Let's just go vertically. I'm just trying to see how much ground I can cover here. We're not actually vertical. Yeah, I can just pull straight out. Ooh, it's still sinking though. I better point upwards. 4 to shields, because I only need 1 boost here. Yeah, I'm going to boost out the station. Oh, vertical. Now, getting the timing right on this is one thing. Doing it in a ship like this, well, you're kind of relying on the fact that nothing else is going to come in. If another ship comes in or goes out, you could be toast. I'll probably beat that ship out. This is risky. But if it fails, we'll see how the shields hold up. And it's a question of when do you change? Oh, how many of you didn't think I was going to do that? Oh my god, was that the most dramatic exit ever? Because, right, because I rolled the ship, but it went beyond horizontal. It went a little bit further, but yet it still scraped through. I couldn't stop it. It was so brutal when I tilted it. Right, so I'm going to try what I used to do with the Vulture and the asteroids, which is flight assist off and then do a boost turn and how quick before we're going forward again. Yeah, it takes a couple of boosts. Well, let's just see how daring we can get. If the ship gets blown up, don't matter. The rebuy's probably peanuts. Which, oh, wrong button. 348,000. And I'm going to end up back here anyway. So it's inconsequential if I crash. It would be a good way to test the, you know, how brutal of a hit can this thing take. Let's have a quick fly around and then we can say bye-bye.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Immediately.
This could be risky in a station like this. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I think that's been successful, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Checked your bay number.